For the last 13 years, world football has been dominated by arguably the two greatest players of all time, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. The pair have taken turns dominating in the UEFA Champions League, stacking up Ballon d'Ors and Golden Boots and other individual honours at a rate never before seen. The last two iterations of the Champions League, however, have seen a decline in performance from both, with Juventus and Barca being eliminated early in the knockout rounds in both seasons. This drop in fortunes for Messi and CR7, now in the twilight of their careers, has coincided with the rise to prominence, or dominance even, of their heirs-apparent, Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. The pair have not only outscored but have outperformed their predecessors in recent seasons, with Mbappe reaching last year's final with PSG, while Haaland's goals have propelled an average Borussia Dortmund team to their first Champions League quarter-final in 4 years. But with Mbappe and Haaland poised to take over as the best two players on the planet, which of the two has more potential to one day take over the mantle as the very best in the world? Beautiful Goal TV takes a look.
What a finish! Beautiful goal.
Mbappe's emergence on the UEFA Champions League came a few years ago when he starred for Monaco in their run to the semi-finals in 2017 as a 17-year-old. His subsequent mega money move to PSG, followed by his outstanding displays for France as they lifted the 2018 World Cup, and he became the first teenager to score in a World Cup final since Pelé, saw him firmly establish himself as one of Messi and Ronaldo's would-be successors. The 2 seasons which followed saw him rip League onto shreds alongside Neymar and Angel Di Maria, dominating the league. He shone in Europe too, taking the Parisian outfit as close as they've ever come to lifting all big years in 2020. His performances have seen him break Messi's record as the youngest player to reach 25 Champions League goals. A proud record, but one which he is unlikely to hold for very long, as Haaland, at just 20, has smashed home 20 goals in just 14 Champions League appearances for RB Leipzig and Borussia Dortmund. Frightening. Okay, so they're both goal machines, but how do they compare technically? One of the key aspects to the eternal comparisons between Messi and CR7 is the clear stylistic contrast between the pair, with Messi being the more easy-on-the-eye futbolista, while CR7 is the ultimate athlete with no real technical weaknesses. It's exciting then that a technical comparison between Haaland and Mbappe reveals similarly obviously stylistic differences. Mbappe is more of a wide forward whose key strengths are his phenomenal speed, excellent dribbling, and his finishing, while he also creates chances for his teammates with good wing play. Haaland, on the other hand, is more of a traditional number 9, with his key strengths being his equally impressive pace, power, precise finishing, and ability to find space between the lines. Additionally, he is a major aerial threat due to his height. He also has very good touch for such a big man and is capable of excellent link-up play to bring others into the game, although he rarely assists teammates. Stylistically, Mbappe is reminiscent of a young Pelé or even R9 due to his dribbling proficiency at high speeds, while Haaland is reminiscent of, well, no one in particular. He shares similar physical attributes to 2 of his idols, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Michu, but his style of play is unique, and it may be fair to say world football has never seen a player quite like him. Mbappe is probably the more complete footballer, but Haaland seems, even at this early stage, to be the more complete finisher, which brings us to our next point of comparison: goals. In the era of sabermetrics-esque football statistics, one stat will always remain the most important: goals. Haaland recently scored his 100th career goal, reaching the milestone in just 146 games. That's fewer games than it took Messi, Ronaldo, Zlatan, and crucially, Mbappe. In fact, the only player in the modern era of European football to do so quicker was R9, who scored a sensational 101 goals in just 107 games for PSV and Barcelona. Like R9 before him, Haaland is a sheer force of nature and looks utterly unstoppable when bearing down on goal. Although Mbappe took more games to reach 100 goals than Haaland, he too achieved the feat in fewer games than Messi and CR7. Mbappe is a less single-minded and ruthless striker than Haaland, and as mentioned, looks to create more too, which perhaps explains why, even though he has been outscored by Haaland in the Champions League in recent years, he has more goal involvements than the Norwegian. The Messi-Ronaldo era was characterized by the constant battle between the two to score more goals, which saw them push each other to incredible heights, regularly breaking the 50-goal mark in a single season. Haaland recently stated that his brace in the first leg against Sevilla had been inspired by seeing Mbappe's hat-trick against Barca the night before. But was he inspired or motivated to outperform his would-be rival? We think the latter more likely. Overall, Haaland has a better goals-to-game ratio than Mbappe so far, and with his more single-minded approach to goal scoring, that seems likely to be the case throughout their careers. One of the key factors in determining which of the two will end up as the best of their generation is assessing their likely career paths. Mbappe, who has a year left on his deal at PSG, will almost certainly end up at Real Madrid one day and take his idol Ronaldo's old number 7 shirt. That has always been his dream and ambition, and with France's very own GOAT candidate Zinedine Zidane at the helm, it is a matter of when rather than if Mbappe will arrive at the Bernabeu. When that does happen, he has every chance of emulating CR7 by lifting multiple Champions League and La Liga titles, scoring a hatful of goals in the process. Haaland's next move is more uncertain. Undoubtedly the hottest property in world football right now, with a mere 75 million release clause to kick in next season, he is almost certain to leave Dortmund in the near future, with all of Europe's top clubs interested. But who can afford him in a post-COVID market? With his father, Alfie Haaland, having played for Leeds United and Manchester City, there is talk that Pep Guardiola's side are the favourites to sign him. With Kun Aguero coming towards the end of his career and Man City needing a replacement number 9, it is a move which makes perfect sense. Then of course, there is the man who gave him his debut at Molde and who tried to sign him when he left Salzburg for Dortmund last January, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. With Edinson Cavani looking likely to depart Old Trafford for Boca Juniors in the summer, and Anthony Martial faltering in front of goal, United too are in the hunt for a true number 9. Should Solskjaer try to lure Haaland to Old Trafford this summer, his pitch would surely be very different to what it would have been 12 months ago, with the starting berth being a guarantee. Whether that would be enough to convince Haaland, though, is a different matter, and with his agent being the controversial Mino Raiola, who has been trying to get Paul Pogba out of Manchester United for years and publicly criticised the club's sporting project, a move to the Theatre of Dreams seems unlikely. It also means that, like most Raiola clients, Haaland is likely to move around a lot during his career, and therefore might have less stability. Less stability in terms of surroundings will not necessarily mean less stability in terms of goals, as with his playing style, Haaland could score goals in any league in Europe. Chelsea have also been linked, but that would be a surprising destination, while Barcelona will likely be out of the running given their current financial woes. Bayern Munich will be looking for a replacement for Lewandowski eventually, but with the Pole still banging in the goals, a move at present seems improbable. Then of course there is the possibility that both of them could end up at Real Madrid, with Haaland recently being touted as a potential replacement for Karim Benzema, with the Frenchman himself talking up a possible move. If that were to happen, Real would almost certainly enjoy another era of European dominance. Lastly, a key component of any GOAT debate is success on the international stage. Mbappe has already succeeded where Messi and CR7 have failed in lifting a World Cup and scoring in the final. Being part of yet another exciting generation of French players, he has every chance of adding to his medals at international level over the course of his career. Something which can't be said for Haaland. Despite famously scoring 9 goals in an under-20 World Cup game, being Norwegian, Haaland is unlikely to ever grace a World Cup. Despite the country having something of a golden generation, with Haaland and newly named captain Martin Odegaard as the stars of the team, Haaland's international fortunes are more likely to mirror that of Zlatan Ibrahimovic than his other idol, CR7. Technically, Mbappe is a superior footballer overall, but Haaland is a more complete forward, and over the course of their careers will probably end up scoring more goals. Mbappe, on the other hand, has a more clear career path ahead of him, and a more proven model for success, should he end up at Madrid, as expected. He also has a much greater chance of having success at international level, which could give him the edge in the debate at the end of their careers. However, Haaland has already achieved more at the age of 20 than most of the greatest players of the modern era. And if he continues his development at the current rate, his ceiling could be higher than Mbappe's. Assuming he has a normal growth curve, stays injury-free, and makes the right moves at the right times, his sheer pace, power, and terrifying determination, the likes of which we have not seen since R9 emerged at PSV, along with his superior goal-scoring ability, mean Haaland is the most likely to end up as the best of his generation. Of course, what has always set Ronaldo and Messi apart from all their would-be rivals and supposed successors, such as Neymar and Eden Hazard, is their consistency and longevity. Sustained excellence really will be key to Haaland and Mbappe's hopes of producing a rivalry anywhere near as impressive and enthralling as that of Messi and Ronaldo. But what do you think? Who has more potential? And will the Haaland and Mbappe rivalry really dominate world football like Messi and Ronaldo's did? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for more beautiful Goal TV content in future. Thanks for watching, much love, take it easy, and keep enjoying the beautiful game.